just us, nobody else. Got something for you, but keep it to yourself. I'm feeling curious, want to explore it, nothing too serious. Forget the world for a minute, before we know it, the future's the past. Seize the moment while we're in it, hold on to each other as long as it lasts. I don't care about forever, 'cause sometimes forever is over so fast. Hush, hush, baby, come in here with me. I want for you to go. No need to worry, there is no hurry to stay. We'll take it slow. This feeling.
The 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Spurs in San Antonio. Well, for San Antonio, the talk has been that they don't want to play with caution tonight. They want to let it all hang out. They seem to be a pretty revved up group coming into this game. We'll see if that translates into success on the court. Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, adding to his already lengthy resume, taking the helm of the U.S. men's basketball team. Do you like him as the pick? Kenny?
Well, without question, if you think about sports, he might not just be the most respected basketball coach. He might be the one most respected in sports in general. And, you know, he was assistant in the national team since 2002. He obviously knows the international game, and the players love him. And his style of play, everyone touches the ball, Shaq. Not one guy's just going to dominate.
And, you know, Pop is all about putting aside ego, working as a team. I think it's a perfect fit when you're bringing together that all-star talent. We all know what he can do with all-star talent.
And I don't think he's going to have to do any interviews during timeouts during the Olympics. That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you for joining us.
Greetings, everyone, from San Antonio. The Spurs playing host to a Western Conference affair here at the sold-out AT&T Center. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, Draymond Green's competitive fire is one of the big keys for the Warriors. He said, that's one of my biggest responsibilities, to be the vocal and emotional leader of this team. We have a lot of guys that are more on the quiet side. If nobody was willing to take that role, we'd just be a bunch of church mice. I thought, why not me? It's a natural for me anyway. Kevin?
He's the glue that holds the team together, DA. Always important to have a guy who can fire up his teammates. And two conference rivals, Steve, going head-to-head. Maybe a little extra animosity tonight here.
You know, Kevin, to describe it, they don't like each other. There will be no hugs, no handshakes. This is about compete, compete, compete.
Well, good, right? That's what you want to see.
Yeah, I don't like everybody all fluffy. Come out there and go at somebody.
No. Yeah. Hey, we even have competition here on the broadcast booth.
I know. I'm elbowing you for that sandwich.
Oh, there's another elbow from Steve Smith. Thank you, Steve. I got it. I understand. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. Thompson is out there with Iguodala. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. The dish now to McGee. It's Durant on the wing. And he's good on the 3-ball. Durant's got his first 3 points of the game.
How do you stop a 7-footer who gets his shot off that quickly from range? KD, one of a kind.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Durant. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
And the Spurs with possession. The Warriors making the shot. Here's Gasol. And he banks in the layup.
High percentage look for Powell. Won't miss many from that distance.
To the inside. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Murray kicks to Gasol. Gay outside. Gay is double. He feeds it to Murray. Trying his luck deep. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by McGee. That's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
You see the game plan is working already. 4 straight makes to start this one.
Aldridge is screen. Gay left side. And a miss there on the triple. Warriors have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Durant. The putback. And it's Gay with the rebound. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Gasol. San Antonio again missing. Pulls up, high post. And the shot falls short this time.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And Mills kicks to Gasol. Aldridge a screen. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Gasol's got his second basket of the game.
May have been a foul. Anyway, Gasol absorbs the hit, but strong enough to finish through it.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Gasol setting the pick for Murray. Pass to Aldridge. Gay with it, guarded now by Durant. Gay outside, clock at 6. Gay is double. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Warriors leading by 7. Tipped away and stolen by Aldridge. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And the 3 off target. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. But when I look back at the career of Klay Thompson, you can't help but notice how much he's improved. Every season, Steve, he comes back with a new tool to score on offense and always has been strong, but even getting better on defense.
You know, you love the greats. They can score at all 3 levels. He had the mid-range and obviously the 3-ball, but he is scoring now in the paint off the drive because of his improved ball handling, and he posts up extremely well for a guard. I love what he's brought to his game offensively.
That free throw missing. And it won't be easy for the Warriors to keep everyone on their team for the foreseeable future. But as long, Steve, as their core stays together, they'll be a title threat, no doubt. Are we looking at a dynasty here, Smitty?
You know, Kevin, they have a chance. Their core players on this team, they work so well together. They will always be in contention. They will be able to sign vets for cheap for a long time. It could be a while before someone takes them down. What's amazing to me about Klay Thompson is his ability to take over a game. He just needs a few shots to drop and look out. The next thing you know, he is in unstoppable rhythm.
Aldridge's shot is good.
That's a bad dude right there. Aldridge taking the hit, shakes it off for the score.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And with Klay's shooting ability and size, it allows him to put up huge numbers, Steve, when he's locked in. We've seen it before in the past.
You know, just looking at Clay's resume shows how dominant he can be when he's on fire. 35 points in a quarter, 60 in 3/4. One of the scariest players in the league when he's on. A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open from mid-range, a shot he usually makes.
Offensive rebound. Wide open look here for Murray. Not really his range, and it's off target. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And it's McGee with the jam.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
My opinion, it's been the commitment to pounding the ball inside. That's what's giving them the upper hand.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And after Kevin Durant made his decision to leave the Oklahoma City Thunder, he instantly became one of the most polarizing players, it seemed, Greg, in the NBA.
Listen, Kevin Durant has always been a star in this league, but now he's become the story. It's something that he can handle, but doesn't try to seek out. Was able to prove all the naysayers wrong and just having another amazing season.
Spurs trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Mills with it. Picked up by Thompson. In the corner, it's Aldridge. Stolen by McGee. The finish. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Thompson always keeping his eyes up, looking for his teammates at all times.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Here's Murray. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
And LaMarcus Aldridge really possesses tremendous shooting touch when you consider this guy's basically a 7-footer, and he's increasing that range. Last season, up over 40% from three.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And Aldridge doesn't shoot a ton of threes, yet he still earns his keep in that mid-range.
Yeah, on that left block, back to the basket, and with his size, that turnaround Jay is just about unstoppable.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
It's interesting. Aldridge used to shoot more free throws. That's when he used to bang inside. Now he's shooting a lot from the outside, so that trend will likely continue.
Spurs trail by 12. Aldridge with a screen on Green. Stolen by McGee. Now the Warriors moving it up. Iguodala's running. Green passes to Iguodala. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The Spurs shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Murray kicks to Gay. The feed to Aldridge. Gasol up top. Aldridge a screen. Shot clock at 5. A 3 from Gay. San Antonio again missing.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Durant, that's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Durant's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Murray dishes to Gasol. They set the pick, and Aldridge slams it in.
Finding the man who broke free. The great vision of Pau Gasol making that play happen.
Baseline jumper, and another basket for Golden State.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Murray with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by McGee.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here's Thompson. That shot is off. Some solid defense from Gay. Murray with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Murray kicks to Mills. Aldridge a screen. Back to Murray. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
No good from Durant.
Wow, he had it at point-blank range, but the defense was all over him.
Here's Gay. No good off the back of the rim.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
And it's McGee with the jam.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast, or do they go right for the juggler?
San Antonio calls timeout.
When you think about a great system and great execution, you think of the San Antonio Spurs. Not the most athletic team. You won't see a bunch of dunks or fast break points. If you love the game, you have to admire how they get things done.
A different look now for San Antonio. Green, he's checked in for Gasol. Ginobili comes in for Patty Mills. And Parker subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Different look here for the Warriors. Pachulia, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Young comes in for Kevin Durant. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Cook subbed in for Andre Iguodala. Ginobili the pass to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
So skilled at catching on the move. Aldridge, the consummate pick-and-roll partner.
And we've seen a litany of role players come to San Antonio and shoot guys career highs.
Well, you know, especially shooters. This offense gives them the cleanest look they can ask for. There's no great secret in their strategy. It's all in the execution.
Now here's Ginobili. Aldridge with a screen on Green. It's Gay with the drive. Green dishes to Aldridge. That one goes. Count it. Aldridge has got 8 points.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
Parker kicks to Ginobili. And the wide open shot from Green. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Young, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. And we see the game of basketball gaining popularity, Steve, around the globe. Do you see a difference in the number of international players in the league now versus, say, when you came into the league?
You know, Kevin, back then I saw it. It was probably 90% of guys from United States and then 10% international. That number right now is starting to grow. It is getting closer and closer to 50-50. And the reason why, scouts now, with the technology, you can find a guy all over this globe. And guys are coming over here taking the game serious. I think it's going to come down to wherever you're from. If you're fundamentally sound, you have a chance to make it in the NBA.
And you know, Steve, a credit to current NBA and college coaches for making these summertime pilgrimages overseas to teach the kids in Yugoslavia and Serbia and all over the globe about the game of basketball. I think that has also sped up the development, and that's, again, a reflection of the international player coming to the NBA.
You're totally right. The global games and guys got to get a chance to see. I think it really started with the Dream Team, the original Dream Team. Everybody international are loving this game, and I think the players who listen and go out and work on their game, they have a better chance. Many can argue at this point that Draymond should have had 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Arguably one of the most impactful defenders of this generation. Can take over a game without ever scoring a point.
Free throw drops for Green. And taken over without scoring is a Draymond specialty. Steve, you think back to his triple-double with points not being one of those categories.
Kevin, Draymond is just an amazingly unique player in the NBA with his defense. Can actually guard positions 1 through 5. Plays his best defense when the moment matters the most.
Both free throws good from Green. And the Spurs every bit a title contender, but injuries can derail any team. And they struck hard last season.
Yes, they did. The torn quad tendon for Tony Parker in the semis, then in the Western Conference Finals, up 22 points on the road. Kawhi Leonard rolls his ankle on Pachulia's foot. Things you just can't control.
Pachulia, no luck.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
Aldridge. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
The crafty vet, Aldridge, positioning himself well to score, get fouled, or both.
He's 0 of 2 at the line in this one.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
And as great as the Warriors are on offense, the best team in the league on that end last year, their defense is just as good. Had the #1 defense last season. To have the top offense and defense explains why they're so dominant.
David West, he's checked in for Green. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. And for the Warriors, the defense, Steve, has been the underrated strong point of the team for so long. They just bother shots and make life difficult for opposing teams.
They do. They have great personnel, and they have the ability to switch on defense. Players are so versatile with who they can guard. The communication is excellent, and the rotation on point.
San Antonio again missing. Warriors leading by 14. Here's Pachulia. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Now, for all the great things that Pachulia did for the Warriors last season, unfortunately most fans will remember Kawhi Leonard hurting his ankle on Zaza's foot in the Western Conference Finals.
Kevin, I don't think he did that intentionally. I know Zaza Pachulia. He just plays extremely hard. He's done a nice job for the Warriors, being that guy in the middle. Doesn't block shots, but he was huge for the Warriors.
The free throw drops for Pachulia. And the Spurs, Greg, one of the best defensive teams in the league for 2 seasons running.
And it's really all about execution. They seem to just move in concert and stay connected. No silly fouls, and with their length, nothing easy inside.
And Pachulia drops them both.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And Anderson kicks to Green. Second chance shot. The shot that time not on target. West with some nice D. Pachulia into the lane over Anderson. Pachulia, good. And the Warriors lead by 18.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
That one goes in. That's 12 points for Aldridge.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
The Spurs shooting just 35% to start the game. Here's Ginobili. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Then Pachulia with the dunk.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Dominate on the court, and it's showing up on the scoreboard. Let's see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Too aggressive to start this game. That's already a couple fouls already in the first.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The free throw drops for Pachulia. And Pachulia drops them both.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Parker passes to Anderson. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there. Sinks that one from the post. Aldridge has got 16.
With the amount of moves Aldridge has inside, as a defender, you never know what to take away.
From deep, Green got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the Golden State Warriors, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance to hear from Tony Parker, who said he lives for the challenge of continuing to improve.
I always try to improve and get better, and Pop always challenged me. He came to me and he said, you know, good players, they can have a great season, but the great players, they have many great seasons. So he said, what you want to be?
And in Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows Pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence, and that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. West out there with Pachulia, and it's Young, and there's Livingston, and it's Cook in at the one spot. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, Kevin Durant is a unique player. LeBron James said he's a 7-footer with 6-foot ball handling skills, jump shot, and athleticism. It's It's never been done in our league. Never had a guy that's 7 foot and can do all that, so it sets him apart. Kevin, I'm 6 feet tall, and I can broadcast.
You can, and you can write, and by the way, you're in the Hall of Fame. D.A., thank you. And it's the Warriors with the ball, following the miss by Tony Parker.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
It's led to a big lead. Credit the leadership on this team. They've kept everyone focused on what matters.
Rejected by Young.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
What I love is he takes the right angle, affects the shot without fouling.
And Smitty, you were able to play a couple seasons with Steve Kerr when you were both in San Antonio. What was your time together like there? How do you think he's been influenced by his San Antonio time?
Well, it was a great time. He's a great teammate. I think he's been influenced by Popovich's attention to details. Both are very measured to their approach to things, but the one thing you have to really say that you really link those two together, they are funny, funny, funny.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Parker kicks to Forbes. Got a hand on it. Here's Cook. And it's Golden State with another.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Part of the coaching job description in the NBA is handling the media, which coaches, as you take a look at all of them in the league, in the realm of handling all the press conferences and all the media responsibilities, do you think do it the best?
I think Steve Kerr is top of the list, and obviously he's had some great training being in broadcasting before he got a chance, but I think his demeanor, he's cool, he's collective, and he gives you an honest answer. Popovich is on the other spectrum. He's going to make you work. So I think those two guys are top of the list.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
A different look now for San Antonio. Gasol comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And Murray's subbed in for Parker. And then for Golden State, Bell is checked in for Pachulia. Kevin Durant comes in for Young. And it's Klay Thompson in for Sean Livingston. Now here's Murray. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run. And Durant sends it back.
The standing reach of a center, the mobility of a guard. No wonder Durant sent that one back.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
Now here's Green, looking for his first basket still in this one. And finished off by Gasol.
With authority, Pau Gasol turns up the aggressiveness. Always a good sign for this team.
And Thompson throws it down.
Well, the pace, the big plays they're making, this is a statement run right here.
Hard to remember the last time they've missed. These guys are having fun right now.
Murray for 3. It's not going to go for him. The Warriors go the other way with it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Got to pay attention to Thompson. He can sky up for those slams.
San Antonio's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Kicks it to Forbes. Lets it go with a 3. The Warriors pull it in, and it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 20-4 run right now. Outside, Green over Durant. He scores, and he's off the schneid with that basket. 1 for 7 on a tough night for him.
Catch and shoot. This is where Danny Green makes his money.
Durant, great D that time from Green.
You know what? He tried to lay it in at the point of attack. Just too much defensive pressure on that play.
Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Now here's Murray. Feeds it to Gasol. Gasol is doubled. Back to Murray. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
An unforced error. I'm not sure what was he thinking.
Durant with it. Now Green defending. West dishes to Durant. The shot's good on the assist by West. And that's 12 points for Kevin Durant.
Unlimited range. The long arms of KD can get it off from anywhere.
West with some nice D.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity. Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Gay. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It's stolen by Bell. By himself, throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
When your defense translates into offense, it's a beautiful thing.
Poked away. It's stolen by Bell. And here we go. Warriors running again. Here's West. Finished off the break. West has got 6.
And the transition D right now, just non-existent.
Spurs shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Terrific shot. Danny Green, a champion in college and in the pros, of course, just has a winning attitude.
And Danny Green, undrafted out of North Carolina. He's been a linchpin of the Spurs' great defense over his career.
You know, 6'6" with that 6'10" wingspan. This is a guy that can block shots like a big man, guards 3 positions, and one of the guys that we call the prototype when you talk about that 3 and D wing player.
The finish, and then Durant with the jam.
You know, people underestimate the speed of Durant. He gets up court quickly.
Murray the pass to Forbes. Dishes to Gay. And Green with the basket on the assist from Gay. Green's got 6 here in this quarter.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The pass to Murray. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Durant.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Jumps up. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
It comes so easy to KD. Putting up buckets is like breathing.
Here's Murray. Pass to Gay. Good-looking screen by Gasol. It's stolen by Bell. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. And then Durant with the dunk.
The wiry strength of Kevin Durant enabling him to guide it home.
The Spurs shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all. Smooth sailing for Golden State. It's Durant on the wing. And then Durant with the dunk.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Here is Forbes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Passes it to Green. Buries it from three-point range. The Warriors shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Durant. Rebound by Murray. San Antonio's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
You know, I like the competitive fire, but he's still really out of sync.
Durant attacking, banked in off the glass. Durant's got 13 points now in the quarter.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Knocked loose. Here's Green. Here's Gay. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for Murray. Then for the Warriors, Kevon Looney is checked in for West. Green comes in for Bell. And it's Iguodala in for Cook. Now, here's Green. He's got 9. And Mills kicks to Green. They set the pick. Looking for Ginobili. He gets it there. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Iguodala with the bucket.
Outstanding work from Iggy. So skilled in finishing off the drive.
Here's Mills. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. He dishes it to Green. He kicks to Gasol. Spurs passing it around. Basket good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Green slams it in.
Draymond's so good at just putting his head down and charging his way inside. The defense wanting no part of his big body there.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting 40% from the field. Now the dish to Ginobili. They double-team Ginobili. Gasol with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Mills can't hit.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
When you're that long and that athletic, I'll tell you, KD has the ability to put a little extra on it.
Now here's Mills. And Durant comes to help. On the wing, Green. And Mills kicks to Gay. Pass to Green. Launches it. They get it back. Here's Gasol. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Jumps up. And then Durant with the jam.
Thompson is really an underrated passer. Sure, he can shoot the ball, but he can dish the rock as well.
And San Antonio shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now here's Mills, stolen by Durant. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Mills with it. He's covered by Iguodala. Offensive rebound. Looking to end the run, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Well, you see right there, Rudy attacks and maintains focus. He is a load to contain.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Gasol, and it's Anderson in for Green. Then for the Warriors, Young comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson.
Rudy Gay has been in the league for over a decade now, a valuable wingman with incredible length.
That'll be a 5-second call. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the half. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Here's Iguodala, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing, being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Now Mills. And Ginobili wide open, he shoots. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's Young. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to check out the first half of action. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He ended up with 28 points, 4 steals, and 1 block. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Incredible first half by Kevin Durant. His combination of length and skill set is a nightmare to defend. He can pile up massive points within the flow of the offense, which is really impressive. And he's not out there barking at people. He's just letting his production do the talking.
Shaq, let's get your thoughts on San Antonio.
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they could forget about a comeback.
That'll do it for now. The second half of action coming right up.
We welcome you back to San Antonio. Always so much to do along the Riverwalk, which this bridge spans, such a vibrant part of the city. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could, and boy, was he throwing it down hard.
I'm sure the D will improve from this point on, and because of that, he needs to up the ante in his attacks to the rim, too.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Aldridge is at the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Murray out there with Mills, and it's Gay in at the small forward spot. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Now here's Gay. He feeds it to Murray. Kicks to Mills. Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge a screen. Gasol no good.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others? Is it any surprise that he's been hitting everything out there? You want the ball in his hands as much as possible.
Aldridge with a screen on Green. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Puts it up from 15. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
What a season it was for JaVale McGee. Found his calling as a big man off the bench who brings energy. Perfect role for him, and he thrived on a fantastic team.
Here's Mills. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, the Spurs have never been the flashy team in the NBA. Tony Parker said beautiful basketball is playing the right way. Ball movement, pure, beautiful basketball is the way we've played. You have all sorts of fans, and there should be something for everybody. Kevin, he told me a long time ago, if we were in New York, people would love us.
And during Popovich's time in San Antonio, the Spurs have always played together, DA. Got to respect their team-first approach to the game. And for McGee, he was almost out of the league. His teams didn't trust him on the floor, but he made the most of his chance with the Warriors, Steve, and succeeded.
You know, Kevin, it worked out well for both sides. JaVale McGee completely revitalized his career. Defensively, he blocked shots, controlled the paint, and I was very surprised. He was good on the offensive end.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against length.
Well, this is where he shows both skill and body control along with the attack mindset.
Spurs have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Gay sets the pick for Murray. Gasol a screen. Gay with it, guarded now by Durant. Knocked loose. And pushing up is Golden State Warriors again in transition.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Murray kicks to Mills. Aldridge against Durant. They double him with Green.
This game is going to get even more out of hand unless they start valuing the basketball.
Durant dishes to Iguodala. The rebound by the Spurs. Gasol's got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant against Gay. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. And it's Gay again missing.
Terrible beginning to the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Well said. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
The one thing about the way Durant played last season that stood out to me was his defense. Showed that he is more than just a plus defender. Showed he's a great defender. Was instrumental in what the Warriors were able to do.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. And all the things that make Durant so incredible on the offensive end help him on the defensive side as well, Steve. His length and lateral mobility can erase a lot of mistakes.
Well, Kevin, a career high in block shots for him last season, but that doesn't tell the whole story. You don't think of him as a rim protector, but that is what he was. Durant doesn't get enough credit for his impact on that side of the ball.
San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Parker passes to Gay. Now the feed to Gasol. And here's Mills for 3. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Took him no time at all on that one. Durant's got 42 in the game.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Here's Aldridge. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. And LaMarcus Aldridge missing a few weeks last season over concerns with the heart flutter, something he dealt with much earlier in his career with the Blazers around his rookie season.
Scary, Kevin, but it's great to see him healthy and playing the game he loves. Those kind of challenges make you appreciate life and doing what you love.
We We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. And the first one drops. And the Spurs making a change here. Forbes checked in. Then for the Warriors, Pachulia. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Cook subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on an 18-4 run right now. Durant, no good.
Woo, that's the one when you watch the film back, he's going to cringe. He couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
Gay kicks to Parker. Feeds it to Gasol. 6 to shoot. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Gasol's got 8 points.
I mean, the mid-range jumper, one of Gasol's favorite and most consistent shots.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Here is Forbes. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Parker dishes to Forbes. Green against Gay. Gasol a screen on Green. Here's Gay. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. Aldridge's shot is good.
The wingspan, the timing, Aldridge devastating on the offensive glass.
And Green slams it in.
Skying high, one of his advantages as an undersized 4.
And here is Parker. Outside Aldridge. They double him with Green. Spurs passing it around. Parker kicks to Gay. And it's Gay again missing.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
San Antonio's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. It's stolen by Green. Jumps up, and it's Green with the jam.
Just another thing to love about Draymond's game. He runs the floor with a fury.
The Spurs shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Parker with it. Now Green defending. Parker drives in. A wide open look for Gasol. San Antonio again missing. Outside Durant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 46 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Dishes it to Forbes. Thompson comes with the double team. Pachulia with the steal. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
It's a pick your poison situation with KD. You can't give him space, but he's got the handle to go right by you.
And San Antonio shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. And the pass to Aldridge. They get a hand on it, stolen by Durant. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Parker outside. Parker double team. Durant with the steal. The finish. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity. I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him. You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
San Antonio's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime.
And when you watch the Warriors, one thing that just jumps out is their passing. Everyone on this team, they allow the ball to dictate where it goes. Just unselfish to a fault.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Warriors shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. Here's Young, and he converts the layup. Young's got 10 points. And the Warriors last year averaging right around 30 assists a game as a team. Greg, just a huge number, and they led the league in that regard by a wide margin.
Yeah, the passing they do is with a purpose as well. And I really feel like they have the highest collective basketball IQ in the game. I mean, they get a lot of free points off backdoor cuts or leak outs, and that's all because of their ball movement and awareness as a group.
Here's Parker. The Warriors making the shot. Anderson the screen. Parker kicks to Ginobili. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 6 assists in the game.
The veteran eyes see all. Frenchie with the tremendous look to make that play happen.
Now here's Pachulia. He's got 10. Livingston. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
You might look at him and think he can't get up, but he finds a way to consistently surprise the D by rising way above them time after time.
Here's Parker. The wide open look here for Aldridge. The three-pointer no good. Here's Livingston. Right through the D for the layup. He's got 6.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Ginobili with the 3. And no good that time. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Here's Livingston. No good off the front iron.
He got a good look from the mid-range area. He needs to shoot this one with more confidence.
Kicks it out to Ginobili. That doesn't go either by Ginobili. And it's the Warriors' ball. Here's Young, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Young's got 12.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Now here's Parker. In the corner, it's Ginobili. That doesn't go either by Ginobili. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one. And the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons except the strike-shortened one in '99.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Pachulia. And Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big 3 of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
What stands out to me about this Warriors team is just how unselfish they are as a group. They really don't care who gets the score or the credit. Cheer each other from the bench, and they do it all game.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
You know what? It's 2 competing philosophies. One team playing it close to the vest, the other fast and loose.
And so it's San Antonio with it. The Warriors making the shot. Down low, here's Anderson. Off target at the rim. And with the Warriors and their unselfish play, Steve, their absurd assist numbers from last season put a number to that, but it really goes beyond stats, doesn't it?
It does. After they eliminated the Spurs last season, Coach Popovich had praise for their unselfishness. He said they have a multitude of players who are unselfish and play a beautiful game. It's not easy melding all these stars, but their unselfishness, it makes it work.
Shots good from Young.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Young with the steal. For the finish, and the jam by Nick Young.
Oh, terrific pick. Then kicks it right ahead, turning defense into offense.
And on the other side, that's an annoying miscue. Total lack of focus.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He's looking to make history here today. Who knows how many points he'll end up with when it's all said and done. Right back after this break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
Nobody holds the ball, not even 1,001. You catch it, it's a shot, it's a drive or pass, whatever you got.
Specific instructions from Greg Popovich. If you don't have a clean look, don't have an open lane, move the ball.
Yeah, and the key is fast decision-making, and that takes great recognition from all five guys in terms of communication. That's really what we call chemistry.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, we've got Looney. Bell is out there with Nick Young. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Livingston in at the two-guard spot.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Everyone on D looks a step slow in transition as they keep getting beat down the floor.
Ginobili kicks to Mills. Pass to Laverne. Iguodala with the steal. All alone. And then Iguodala with the dunk.
And just a spectacular play from Iggy there. Seeing a path to the basket and just taking off towards the rim.
San Antonio's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Ginobili with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. The three from Mills. Hands it from downtown.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Here's Bell. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, Kevin, it's easy to forget, but Greg Popovich was almost fired by the Spurs back in '99. Rough start that year, under 500. The players caught wind that if they didn't win the next game in Houston, Pop would get the X.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And amazing to think about an all-time great like Popovich being on the hot seat. His players went to the mat for him, though, didn't they?
Some huge performances by Tim Duncan, among others. They really came out to support Pop. The Spurs finished that season on a tear, going on to win the franchise first NBA title.
He hits the second from the line. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And here's Mills for 3. It doesn't go for him. So Golden State will take it the other way. No good from Bell.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Goes up, flushes it down to finish the break.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
The reason why a number of guys on this roster, they are built for speed. Why not play to your strengths?
Anderson the screen. Tipped away. It's stolen by Bell. For the finish. rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. A nice shot by Anderson.
Known as more of a shooter than a playmaker, Mills had... Wow! I can't believe that one.
That was incredible.
Oh, the spinorama. Do you know what kind of athlete you have to be to pull off that 360?
Oh, remarkable, Greg. Truly remarkable. Here's Bertanis. And no good as it rattles out. Warriors have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Shots good from Young.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Mills kicks to Anderson. Back to Mills. Beyond the arc. It's good from long range. Mills has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for San Antonio. Young inside. Rebound San Antonio. Ball's knocked loose. Ginobili outside. They double-team Ginobili. Back to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Bell. A second chance effort. And Iguodala finishes inside. Iguodala's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
There's the dish to Laverne. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Bertans can't get it to go. The Warriors have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Good work there as it goes.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Drops in the layup for 2.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
Here's Looney, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Mills passes to Bertans. Now here's Mills, guarded closely. For the finish, the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Nice to see Looney getting involved with the slam there. An athletic player who provides some muscle for them around the rim.
And the Spurs making a change here. Forbes checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. JaVale McGee's checked in for Looney. Here's Mills. There's a screen. And Forbes kicks to Bertans. The 3. And it's Laverne missing. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. The shot's good from McGee.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Pass to Bertans. Back to Mills. He kicks it to Laverne. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That free throw good from Laverne. No good on the second free throw. The Warriors shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Iguodala, no good. The Spurs have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. There's the pass to Forbes. He dishes it to Mills. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Mills has gone just 2 of 7 from long range. And Young, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 26 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Poke loose. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Young's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Mills kicks to Laverne. There's a good screen. The pass to Bertans. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting for San Antonio, Joffrey Laverne. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from Laverne.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Tony Parker's checked in for the Spurs. And the Warriors also making a change. Thompson's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Now the Warriors moving it up, shoots from the baseline, and Nick Young, the bucket on the assist by Bell.
A nice job of converting, but what really makes this play, the league pass.
Pass to Bertans, fires for 3, bangs home the trifecta.
And every set they're running looks like it's designed to produce a triple.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Screened by Parker. Stolen by McGee. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And really, he played mistake-free basketball up to that point. That's the only time he's turned it over so far.
Parker with it. Double team on Parker. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker.
I mean, clearly not on the same page right there. You hate to give away possessions.
The Warriors shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Here's McGee. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Parker outside. He feeds it to Forbes. They set the pick. Pass to Bertans. 3-pointer. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Bell. And good that time. Bell's got 7 points for the quarter.
I mean, you got to be honest, though. The transition defense just has been lacking.
Now, here's Parker. He's covered by Livingston. McGee with the block. They retain possession. And it's Golden State's ball. Thompson dishes to Bell. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
sharing the basketball. Plenty of guys talk about it, but not everyone does it.
Left side Anderson. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
Laverne with the ball. McGee's there. Forbes. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
It's deflected. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Bell. McGee. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Parker passes to Laverne. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Thompson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. The Warriors shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. And that one drops for him.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And San Antonio shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Now here's Mills. Parker inside. He's covered by Livingston. And they'll keep possession. They recover it. Back to Mills. Gasol kicks to Bertans. The feed to Parker. To the left wing. And here's Mills for three. And it's good in the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 8th assist in the game. And Young with the stuff.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Mills dishes to Anderson. Gasol's in the post. McGee's there. The three from Bertans. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kevin Durant.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did, but as the game evolved, it became clear that he was the alpha dog on the offensive end.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They lead. There's 47 seconds left in the game. Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. There's 47 seconds left in the game. Livingston, that's good.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Here's Parker. Kicks it to Gasol. And it's good on the assist by Parker.
And this is where Pau Gasol can really destroy you as a roller. Great hands and lots of skill.
And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
And in as hostile an environment as you're going to see, they found ways to step up time and time again.
You know, playing away from home, it's easy to get out of sync. Instead, they focused and dominated.
Manu Ginobili, he's checked in for Tony Parker.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Young. Here's Mills. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Young comes over to help. Wide open look. And yes, it's good.
And this run may make the score look a little more acceptable, but still a loss.
They could never put it together when it mattered. Just let too many opportunities slip through their fingers.
And here's Mills for three. Thompson off target with that shot. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, we expect big games for you. How do you put together 4 quarters of excellence like tonight?
Well, I'm just playing off my teammates. I'm not trying to force anything. Just take what the defense gives me and be aggressive.
Yeah, you set the tone tonight and got the win. Thanks very much, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.